house. Hello. How are you? Whoops. Okay, hi everybody. How are you? How are you? How are you? How are you? What do I mean? What does that mean? Forgiveness moves you through levels of consciousness to higher states of consciousness. What does that even mean? Well, I have an interesting understanding of the levels of consciousness, and as described to me by Reverend Michael B. Beckwith of Agape Universal, International Spiritual Center, one of my favorite spiritual teachers. So what do you mean by that? What does he mean by that? What do I mean by that? Well, my interpretation is this. First of all, there are, if you take this belief system, that there are like 4 levels or states of consciousness, if you will. There's the victim level, the victim consciousness of things are happening to me. Why me? So there's the to me. And then there's the next level where you really actually learn that you have the intellectual capacity to manifest, to create the life of your desire, to create, to make things happen, if you will. And is my phone getting too hot? And so that is like the idea that it's from me, right? I can create from inside of me, and I take full responsibility for my life. I don't blame the world or others or life experiences for my circumstances. I know that I have the intellectual, emotional, and spiritual capacity to create my life. And then there's another level where it is considered through me, where you see yourself as a channel and you allow consciousness to flow through you. Maybe you have a life of service, and you make yourself available to the universal consciousness field to share your message, to share the universe's message or God's message through you, and you make yourself available. And then there is the of me. I am. The I am consciousness. I am the universe. I am God. God is me. There is no separation. And the more that you really allow yourself to be part of the universal infinite field, the more you realize we are all connected. There is no separation. Oh, hello. Hello, Mr. My little crystal wanted to talk to me. Hi. So there is no separation between you and other people, you and the planet, you and the creatures, you and the field around you, the infinite invisible field. You realize there is no separation. I am it. Just like the wave in the ocean is the ocean. You can't separate the wave from the ocean, just like you can't separate you from humanity, the universe, the field, the infinite invisible field. So if you're on here, let me know if you have any thoughts about this, if you have any questions about this. And so now, how does that connect with forgiveness? Like, what does forgiveness have to do with anything? Well, when you think about moving from the level or the state of consciousness of going from victimhood, like all this stuff is happening to me, the world is going to hell in a handbasket, and you're in a state of fear, you're in a state of anxiety regularly, and you think that there are things being done to you, that is the victim consciousness, right? And when you really take your forgiveness work, forgiveness of yourself, of your experiences, of past experiences that have molded or shaped your decisions as you grow up, other people, you forgive all of this stuff really fully and completely over and over and over again until you have no charge, no energy, no emotional charge, no rage or anger or sadness, or you're not letting things hold you back anymore. And you are allowing yourself to take that responsibility for your success, your happiness, your prosperity, your love life, your relationships. You move to the manifester state of consciousness, and you just have a different way of feeling and observing and living with the world, where you actually see everything that happens or that's going on as something that is calling you to higher consciousness. It is something that is expanding you and helping you to grow. It's actually everything that happens for your evolution, your growth, for our global evolution and growth, for universal evolution and growth. And then you no longer feel like you're a victim of anything or anybody. You just live in a different state, and that is raising your level of consciousness. And when you are in that manifester state level of consciousness, then you feel a sense of responsibility, you feel a sense of control over your life, where you trust. You live in a state of faith and trust, and you realize that you can let go of anxiety. You're not in control of everything. You can let go of the need to control things. That's when you really can expand your life, because you're willing to take more risks. You're willing to put yourself out there. You're willing to move out of your comfort zone and go, you know what, I don't know what's going to happen. However, I am confident that whatever happens will lead me to my next growth opportunity. Or, you don't take chances or move forward or take action in your life with a specific outcome and say, oh, I really need things to work this way, even though you are living as a manifester. But you know that whatever you call in, whether it's something you like on the surface, you want to happen on the surface, or it looks like it's something that is not wanted, you live knowing that it is for your highest and best, for your soul's growth and expansion. And when you live that way and you fully embrace that consciousness, you live with a lot less anxiety, a lot less need to control actions, people, outcomes, and it's a much more expanded way of living. And then as you take this practice even further and you use yourself, you have no actually need for to manifest certain things. You have hopes and dreams and desires, and you put yourself out there, but you have an even looser grip on it, because what you really are doing is allowing your physical body, temple, vessel to be used as a channel for God's message, the universe's message, to help share your process, share your experience, and to help more people to find their higher states and levels of consciousness. Does that make sense? And so you may start to learn and build and cultivate confidence and freedom and clarity around your purpose. That's when you really are living in your purpose. You use the skills that you've collected. You use your experiences, your stories, your newfound skills to share what you've learned to help others. And you really spread your, you expand your impact. You learn that it's safe. It's safe to be exactly who you are. It's safe to experience life the way you are here to experience it. And so you, all the while, as you're raising your levels of consciousness, you are raising your vibration. You are learning and developing the skills to become an energetic match for your desires, for the feelings of bliss and love and joy and happiness. And you realize that there are no conditions on your joy, your love, your bliss, your happiness. There are no conditions. You realize that you choose, you get to feel those things regardless of circumstances, and that is really, really an amazing way to live life, is it not? Where you don't hold your breath and wait for outcomes and pray for certain things, because that puts you back in that, oh, I'm waiting for the world to respond, or, you know, the world is happening to me. And really, the world is happening through you. The universe moves through you. And the cleaner you keep your spiritual, your physical vessel, your emotional vessel, your energetic vessel, the cleaner you are and clearer you are by cleaning up your integrity, cleaning up your physical space, detoxing your body, living in a way that is really, really clear. The more you can allow energy to flow through you, and you can move into that third level of consciousness where life is happening through you. So the more, and it starts with forgiveness. It starts with forgiveness, and then forgiveness becomes more a way of life. It's just who you are. You don't need, you're not easily offended. You're not engaging in low vibration behaviors and habits like gossiping, complaining, self-sabotaging behaviors, and worrying and living in a high state of anxiety all the time. You're really learning how to forgive experiences in your past, forgive yourself for responding certain ways, forgive yourself for accepting and tolerating situations that did not serve you, because it's all part of your journey. And when you know, oh, everything I've done and experienced, every choice I've made, everything has led me to this place, and now I'm ready to make new choices, then you thank everything. You can be thankful, grateful, appreciative of every experience, because we all know we're never done. We're never done peeling away the layers of challenges and the layers of experience to our next level self. So when you are fully living in a state of forgiveness, it's a very high conscious state to be in. Things don't move you. Things don't stress you out as much. It doesn't mean you're not human and you don't respond to life, because we still are. We are physical beings, right? We are spiritual beings in these physical bodies, and we must take care of our physical body. We can't separate our physical bodies from our spiritual consciousness that we are. So we still have responses. We still experience the world through our physical vessels. So the best thing you can start to do is forgive yourself for any poor choices that you've made that maybe have led you to a place where you're not feeling good, and start to ask for the guidance, ask for that help, pray for the help, and be available to receive the help, whether it's spiritual help, whether it's physical help from a mentor or somebody or a family member. And get clear on what help you want. Get clear on what it is you want. Get clear on who you need to forgive. You know, I'm doing a forgiveness workshop on next Thursday. Is it next Thursday? Yeah, a week from now. So you can sign up for that workshop, and where I'm going to teach you about how, you know, your forgiveness will help you lead your life toward a very prosperous, loving, happy, joyful life. And I'm going to give you really good step-by-step instructions on things you can do to clear up relationships, clear up some old funky energy about belief systems you have, maybe about money, because I do want to help you reach for more prosperity, okay? Great, Sunny. Yes, I will out to you. Or I'll post the link here. But forgiveness is really such a powerful tool. So we're going to learn a little bit more about the levels of consciousness. We're going to learn also about, what do I do with all this anger? How do I process the anger? Because one of the things that keeps people stuck is their sense of self-worth. And you have maybe low self-worth because of the stories you tell, and because maybe you think because you have held on to anger and turned it within and toward depression and disease, or you've turned it outward and it looks like rage and out of control behavior. And we're going to work on specific ways to express that anger from our bodies in a way that is not destructive, and it literally expresses from our body. Now, if you think about our bodies are always releasing, right? We're always releasing, the nutritional food we take in, we release the waste. We release things in our congestion through coughing or sneezing, right? We're always shedding. Our skin is always shedding. So we're always renewing. And it's really important to do this with our emotions. Most of us have been experienced trauma or pain in our younger years, and we were either told to suppress and put down our feelings because we weren't going, we had to be a good little girl, and we really, truly, honestly, for survival, we were told, not to be loud or cry or whatever it was that we were told. And so we learned to really shove our feelings down, and when what you resist persists. Those feelings don't go anywhere until you express them out into the world, out of your body physically. And there are ways that you can do this in a healthy way, and it's really, really important to start doing it. So we'll be talking a little bit about that, and then about forgiveness, talking more about forgiveness and specific things you can do to, forgive people in your life who may or may not have been very, very hurtful to you. Even the worst abusers, when you forgive them, it's for you. It is for your growth, your expansion, your prosperity, your ability to allow more love in, right? So this is a very, very powerful and important process. And as you do this, you will start to raise your vibration and become an energetic match for the life you desire. And that way, once you create a vacuum, you create a clear channel, then you can allow prosperity, love, joy, bliss, happiness to flow through you. Okay, so I will post the thing right now. Pacific, and there you go. There's the link. Now I'm going to talk really quickly about something else. If you are in my free Next Level University class, or if you are looking to work with me, so I don't know, I was thinking about making this a separate live stream, but I could talk about it right now. Maybe I will make it a separate live stream about how to work with me, right? Because I have people who want to work with me, and I'm like, no, I will not take your money. You must go through a prerequisite process first. You must show up and answer some questions and go through an application process. And I know that may sound crazy for a lot of people, like, what? Why would you turn away money? Well, because I have worked with people who are not ready to do the work, who do not want to show up and do the work, and it really turns into a waste of money for them and draining energy for me. And I'm only available for really, really engaged, ready to take action clients. So I may do a separate live stream on that. So if you are in Next Level University, the free course, show up, do the work, and engage. I give people the opportunity to engage either in the group, in the Facebook group, or with me directly. So I want to see that people are taking the work seriously, because I know, I used to do this myself, people who hire coaches, they spend money, they give money to people thinking, oh, either A, I'm going to do the work, or when I pay this person, then my life is going to change. Your life doesn't change until you show up, do the work, move out of your comfort zone, create new habits, and build the skills and the muscles to live outside of your comfort zone. That's when, you know, you incrementally expand, you unfold. So everything we're doing here, it's not that you need personal growth, personal development, it's personal unfoldment. You are unfolding into this new expansive level human being that is ready, that can take on more, that becomes a match for your desires. So the work is really, really powerful and important. Sunny says that is fair. Nope, doesn't sound crazy at all. Makes sense to me. Good. I'm glad that makes sense. And hopefully I will see you on Thursday. And in the meantime, if you're in my free group, start doing the work, show up, send me PM me if you don't want to go public in the group with your responses, but do the work, do the work, do the work. All right, thank you. Bye.